So now I have my USB stick with Windows 10 inside the laptop USB holder. I'm going to restart my computer and press F2 in order to get into the BIOS. Yours might be F12 or escape. Now we move over to security and to secure boot menu. Press enter and make sure you have clicked it to be disabled. Press escape, go back to boot menu and make sure launch CSM is enabled. Then go to boot option, and this one, the UEFI USB 2, is what I want to start. So go to the boot option 1, click UEFI, then press F10 and restart. The other way to do this is when you restart is to hold the escape key, and you might have 3 options come up and you can choose to start from that USB. As you can see, it decided not to do it this time. So I'm going to use the escape mode. I'm going to restart. I'm going to press escape. And there you can see I now have the option to select which one to boot from. So I'm going to select this one again. And you can see now it's going to work. So sometimes you can do it through the BIOS by selecting it to be first. If it doesn't work, there's always a key which you can press which forces one of them to boot up first. So keep the settings as they are. We accept the license agreement, click next, and we never upgrade, we do the second one, custom, install Windows only. And you can see I have many partitions here from the old system. And it's this 900 gigabyte one that I want to install on. So there is a secondary hard drive here. This one came with the computer. It's for fast boot if you have a spinning drive, but I have an SSD, so I don't need to use that. So I leave that alone, it's empty anyway. This partition is one that I've made. It's a separate hard drive, so I leave that one as well. And it's this one that I want to delete, as it were. So it's 891 gigabytes, but I'll start at the top. So this is a recovery, which I'm going to delete. Generally, for your computer, you would just delete everything there and just install on the hard drive. But I've got a couple of other hard drives here, so I'm just gonna, this one's now empty. Delete this one as well. This one is 16 megabyte, some kind of reserve thing. And this is the major one to delete, the 800 gigabyte one. So I'm going to delete that. Okay, so I've got 3 hard drives here. You will normally only have 1, so you can delete everything. This I know to be a separate hard drive of mine with documents, and this one is a hard drive that came with the computer for speed up. installation. It's no good if you have a SATA drive because it's fast anyway. This was kind of a mini SATA to help these spinning discs. You will only have one. This is the one we're going to install on. Just click next. And now we simply wait for the installation to be complete. It should take around 15 minutes. Okay, I've just zoomed in. We're nearly finished now. It says it's installing updates, but not from the internet, it's not. It's just from whatever is on the USB. So Windows needs to restart, which it's doing itself. And all of that just took about 10 minutes, probably because of the SSD hard drive. Whenever there are lulls in the installation and it takes time, I'm going to be speeding it up. I'm going to pause and then move on to the next step. But you need to be patient when you're installing. But it still won't take longer than about 20 minutes.
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help. A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do. Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen. If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control and Enter keys at the same time to turn on narrator. Okay, enough intro. Let's dig in. Your region is set to United Kingdom. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Your keyboard is set to United Kingdom. Would you like to stick with that?
Yes.
Do you also type with another keyboard layout?
I'll just click skip.
Now, let's get you connected to a network. That way, you can get updates, apps, and cat videos as soon as possible.
Now, we don't want to connect to any internet at the moment because it'll be a lot faster. See, it keeps butting in. What we want to do is just skip for now. We can connect later. We just want to get it as fast as possible.
Connecting to a network now could save you some time later.
I'm actually going to shut her up now. Clicking that microphone. I will click no. I don't want to connect yet. So I'll give the PC a name. Now, I'm not going to give a password because when we're installing the drivers, you don't want to keep having to write in a password. We can do this later. Now, if you want, you can accept Cortana so you can speak to it, but I decline because it's just annoying. Do more across device history. You can always turn these features on later. For now, we'll click no. I don't want to use online speech recognition, but you can. It's just another way they collect data from you. Get location. Okay, I want it to know where I am, so the apps work for the weather. Turn on Find My Device, but you need a Microsoft account. That's in case it gets stolen. That might be useful if ever it gets stolen. Send diagnostic data to Microsoft? No, thank you. Just give it the basic. Again, no, I don't need you to improve my typing, or no for extra data. No for the ID. This is another reason why if you install it yourself, you can make sure that all the data collection services are turned off by reinstalling it again. So there you have it. It's taken about 20 minutes and Windows has been installed. Hurrah! Okay, the first thing I want to do is see what version of Windows I have here. So remember, type in this PC, right click, go to Properties. So I have the Windows 10 Home Edition, which is the edition I think that came originally with this computer. It says connect to the internet to activate the Windows license key. So let's do that. I'm going to connect to the internet. Okay, so I've connected to the internet. So let's now go to settings and see if it will update automatically. My activation, click here, and Windows is activated with digital license. So it's activated itself. So I didn't need to write it down, but it's always a good idea to do that. So I've got an activated Windows now. So what do I need to do next? So now I'm just going to check if I can plug in my USBs, and this time they will work and that glitch I had will have been fixed. So I'm going to put in one. Okay, open the folder and there's one of them. Okay, I'm going to click out, pull that drive out, and then I'm going to plug in this small pen drive. Yep. And do I have any more? Oh, maybe I'll just put the other one back in again. Yes, see, everything's working perfectly. So there we have the clean installation of Windows. Now I'm just going to do one or two things here before I install one of the drivers. I'll install one of the drivers as an example for you, but I have made a video of what to do after you install Windows 10 cleanly. But what is not on that video, because it's a year or two old, actually I think it's 1 year old, is these personalization options. So if you click on colors, you can make the light into dark, like that. So now when you click on your folders, they're all dark. And also themes, just click on the desktop icons. And that way you have your desktop icons where you need them here. So this is a great thing. I'm not too happy about these little squares, so we can get rid of them. Just click on the view and you can actually untick that box there. So if you go to my other video, like I said, you'll see what to do regarding all these bloatware, how to put all your files on the left hand side, etc, etc. So you have the dark theme and your icons, and I'll just show you, here's my drivers. The chipset is the one I need first. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this setup for my chipset driver. Double click, there it is. And you may have to wait for it to arrive, it's a little slow at first. And remember, you're going to restart the computer after each one, which is why we didn't put a password on it. Later, when we've done this one, I'll show you how to put a password on if you so wish. But it's quite easy for you to do. The hardest thing to do is just have your fresh install of Windows with no spyware on your computer. So see, it says, yes, I want to restart the computer, and you do. See, thanks to not having a password, it opens very quickly, and I'm ready to go for the next driver. So that's the new Windows installed. If you have any problems, just leave a comment below. I'll try and get back to you as quick as possible. I'm now going to continue to install the rest of my drivers, and like I said, visit my other channel, visit my other video which shows you what to do after installing Windows 10. So here, as you can see, if you just type in Tefl-Dude on YouTube and go to the what to do after installing Windows 10 part 1, you'll notice it's had 1,600 views. So it's quite useful and people have found it to be so. And if you go to the part 2, it will also show you how to watch BBC from abroad. So enjoy your new Windows PC. Remember to click on subscribe and give it a like.